Hello, everyone, and welcome to Age of Cignare Online. This is your friend Cignare, and in today's stream, woo! It's so exciting! Oh my goodness! I can't contain myself. I'm so sorry. It's been absolutely astronomical the last few weeks, the last few months, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry. It's just been incredible. Well, first of all, we want to welcome a new member of our team. Holy shit! You guys know him as Mr. GM Twee. He's no longer GM Twee. He's now Mr. Index, our new team member for our development team. And wow, the chemistry and I just cannot get enough of it. It's just absolutely amazing the way, Benji, Mr. Alter, myself, and now our new member. It seems like I've been friends with this gentleman for about 17 years. Same thing with Benji, right? Mr. Alter and I actually don't know each other for a few years. It's been a while since but maybe not that long, but the friendship that we have built comes to this point. Look where we are. Absolutely majestic. I am honored. I'm so grateful. I'm excited to be, in this project and to have the support of absolutely astronomically amazing people. And I'm so grateful. Sadly, yes, we went through a horrible event, but look where we are right now. And due to that event, we did an astronomical, complete transformation of our entire game. As you can see, we have, gone through some of the process of remastering some of the mobs that you guys for so many years seen. It's incredible how we have gained control of the entire graphic of the game. It's just phenomenal. Look at this. This is Benji's. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. Incredible. I love it. And we're about to take this to another level that I unfortunately cannot share with you at this point. But make no mistake about it. I am telling you. The way, if everything goes, I just don't want to get out of my head. So I'm not even going to get into those waters yet, because we don't want to disappoint anybody. We just want to excite, and that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick walk all the way to Suher. We have complete mobs all the way to Suher 100%. However, keep in consideration that all these mobs, eventually once we finish our entire remastering, right? Once we finish the full mob inventory, excuse me, eventually we're going to do a run back. And there may be a few mobs. They may get a retransformation, or eventually we will have several files for every mob, and some of them will be even changing seasonal, like Christmas and and Easter, and Halloween. We want to probably do something that will make the game to the environment of the season. Like Halloween will be a very fun place, and change some music, right? Put some mysterious Halloween, raw kind of, background music and so on and so forth. Absolutely the work. If some of you remember these mobs, and I'm going to give you an example very quickly of what I mean by this. Like, if you look at the old skins, look at the old shield. As you can see, this right here, right, very quickly. When we first saw this, you're playing an R1, and this is, I think, the second best. I think the first best is this one, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, 8 defense, 6 defense. Yeah, so the Aspis has always been this has always been the first. This was by far one of the best looking ones, and it still looks just whatever. Now, when you put this one, it literally seems drawing in it. However, some of the changes you're going to see, as you can see here in the mobs, also, let me see if this one is done. Yeah, Okay, so look at the difference in terms of the details. So there will be transformation to some of the items. Like, for example, this one, we're going to remake it. We're going to make this one look nicer, and some of them are going to have the original look, and some of them are going to have a remaster, look, and they're going to go from like, okay, to like, wow, now this looks amazing, right? And that's pretty much what we are heading in terms of a goal. We want to first get everything that we have working 100%, then which we have already done that, and then now we're just pretty much taking it step by step. The remaster of all mobs is one of the essentials because it will bring an entire fresh look to the game. Absolutely insane, and of course, having all the items and additional refreshing some of them, not erasing them, just or replacing them, just basically kind of like retouching them or making their colors and shape, to look better. We'll get you when we get to the items and so on and so forward. But the fact is this journey is absolutely incredible. I personally, the orc, I love the way it came out. Strong, solid. The boss has like a Greenwich, kind of like a green. Where are you, buddy? There he is. Yeah. Green, silver. The archer, one has same thing, and then one has a lighter bow, and another one has a darker bow. There it is, darker bow. There's not much to go, and we didn't want to really take the essence of the ogre. He's a specific creature that has a specific features, and we don't want to turn them into a different type of colors, like the other versions have done. We want to keep the darkness within the actual creature itself. Same thing as this one. We did add some twists on this one. The clothing and the weapon and the ponytail, the helmet, we fixed it. We put a couple of symbols and make it look magical. Creatures of the darkness or Gauna. Anyways, this process has been great. From here, it is actually absolutely amazing. This map is quite big. You're gonna have fun. I didn't go into the piranhas on Legan, but you guys later. I'll go later. Give me 1 second. So actually, we can do it real quick. Let's see. It's just take us to the town, not to the town, to the fortress, but we can go back here. It's actually through here. So we're going to have a special mob here. This is not for high levels. This is for mid and low levels to come in and challenge themselves. There you go. So they're going to be special piranhas here. It's going to be an absolute brand new mob, right? Right now, the ones we have is the same ones in Gauna, but it's going to be a brand new mob. It's going to be here special, and we're going to put some special stuff here. So you may find a couple of parties here or one guild, fighting for the spot. So it's going to be a desirable place, and yes, it's small because it's already designed, and it's a choice that we made to do something here that has never been done before. So with that being said, it's just the way it is. All right, so it was what, 6, 7, I think it is. Ghana, yeah, 7. There you go. So cool, right next to where we want to go. And then the wolves came out nice. For informations, there's 3 types of wolves that we have already on the inventory. Those are existing one. We find out that we have an extra one that it was never been used, and the skin is absolutely insane. I haven't shown it yet, but when you guys see it, the armor and everything it has makes the wolf look so amazing. If you ever remember the wolf on, I think it's Robiton. Yeah, Robiton. the wolf and Rabbiton, the great wolf actually is called. This is called the werewolf. The great wolf has a sort of an armor, right? And I can't wait to start building that one. We're pretty much, I believe in the next section we have, we'll get all the way to Taros. I believe we could, because there's a few mobs. They're actually very simple. For example, the suelas are simple to do. The turtles are simple to do. I believe the only ones that are going to be a little complicated to do are the ants, which we have something special for it. But I believe the cyclops, the succubus are not going to be hard to do. Let's see, all the way in Taros, I think the bear fishes and the blue turtles, we may keep the blue turtles. We're just going to create probably a whole brand new look for the blue turtles. Same thing for the bear fishes and the baphomets. We're going to try to keep minimum 2 mobs per map. There's going to be rarely where you're going to see 3 mobs, like for example Taros, because you have 2 bodies of water with 2 different types of mobs. We might consider removing the blue turtles and making 2 bear fishes ponds, because it makes it more expandable. People love the bear fishes spot because it's amazing to grind there, right? But it's too small. But if you create a couple, then you will have more people grinding on the same map for a longer time. And that's what we're doing. Same thing with Mozart. Mozart, you're no longer going to see harpies. You're going to see only succubus and cyclops. But the cyclops, when we get there, you see, we made them aggressive. Look at these designs. Amazing. I have a few people asking me, how are we designing the skins? And as you know, technology is evolving absolutely astronomically. And, you know, AI can make anything. So a lot of the skins are designed amazingly by software. So artificial intelligence definitely helps a lot and makes our game remastering a more exciting one. Not only in the process of doing it, but I believe some of you that love this game will get a kick out of all this. I mean, look at some of the skins. Are freaking insane. Look at this. Benji, you're freaking amazing. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I'm still deciding. Let me rephrase that. We still deciding if we're gonna keep here the skeleton leaders and replace them for a skeleton lancer, and we'll have only skeleton and skeleton lancers protecting this land. And then we may use the skeleton leader for one of the maps. They don't have population yet. Remember, you guys know about 9 maps that we have, 9 or 10. They are ready. They just need mobs in it. And our previous developer wasn't capable. I mean, he was capable of stealing, not capable of doing work. But, you know, the story is, there's a whole different story with our new developer. And guess what? Those maps will be populated as we speak. And some of them are already populated. We tested. Look at this. Amazing. We took the magma out of this snow. It didn't make any sense, in my opinion, to have a magma golem, sorry, on an ice map with snow. Like, it just didn't make sense, right? You came through here and you see those magma. It just didn't make sense. They make sense on Reburn, but not here. Reburn is more of a magma map, so we're going to do something later on. You see. But we took here the Saturos. We took them out and replaced them so that whatever the Saturos were spawning, there's new mobs spawning of the same one, so it's populated with way more mobs than what we used to have. And the Orc. The Ogre... sorry, not Orc, Ogre. We already finished it. Amazing look. We kept it that we have to keep this amazing color. Now the boss has an amazing green. Where are you, buddy? The boss, there he is. The boss has an amazing green. Look at this. The face came out nice. The way Benji fixed it. Compared, if you've seen the old one compared to a new one, you still ugly, but you look a really cute ugly. Also, the colors on the eyes, one is red, one is blue. The blue is the boss, the red is the regular. Well, you can distinguish when you press Alt, the one that has the B on top of it is the boss. And as I mentioned before, in some of the messages I've been posting and updates, we are going to do our best to put, and we will, because we have the ability, we have actually a specific system for it, which is beautiful. It makes it incredible because we can actually implement it even easier. So we're going to have 3 mini bosses. I believe so far on every castle map, right? Which at this point we have 5 on the non-premium axis, which is amazing. I have 5 axes in there, so that's phenomenal. But I'm all for the community. So guess what? I probably want to do 3 bosses per mini bosses per map, and then we're gonna have 13 main bosses. I mean, we're not talking about 3 or 6, 9, 12. No, 13. 13. Wow, you guys are gonna have a lot to do, and it's not gonna be not only just a journey of grinding. We want to make your grinding so exciting that you're going to want to grind to earn other things are going to be amazing. And grinding is just going to be the outcome of what you be doing in the game, right? If we send you onto a quest, you're going to be grinding. If we send you on a reward system, you're going to be grinding, right? To get to a reward system such as rang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which you're going to be able to go to an NPC and collect your reward, right? It's going to be absolutely epic. Barknan. No, Barknan has been a special map for us. We created an entire family of Ice Knight, right? From the Ice Knight, regular Ice Knight right here. We removed the Cyclops from here. It didn't seem fittable here. Another mob that has a green type of environment, but it was on the ice. So we replaced it. We put it in another area. And as you can see, the boss of the Ice Knight has 1 stripe, like a military, a ranking. And then you have the Ice Knight leaders, which you'll see them, I believe, very soon. We haven't removed them yet from Suher because we are about to place there a new mob that you guys seen and not seen. Some of you have never seen it before, or seen it but never, played with it. So I don't think we have any Ice Knight leaders here, but the IKK will be here, and this ice right here. So you're gonna see the Ice Knight Kings, the Ice Knight leaders. We removed the Chimeras out of here, so you're gonna see a shitload of Ice Knight leaders and Ice Knight, mobs, and of course your Ice Knight King. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely amazing. Okay. It's a shortcut. Let's see. All right, so the Ice Knight leaders are here. They're going to be replaced by penguins. So this entire island is going to be full of penguins, while the Ice Knight leader will go to Barknan, right? So Barknan is going to be, we're going to try to make a semi-special than the regular maps. The reason for that is because the Ice Knight are not an easy mob. Normally people will avoid them, but we want to make them not avoidable. Means that because of what they drop and the drop list that we're going to prepare for them, we're going to put certain special items that people are going to want to go in there. And at the same time, of course, you're going to have the IKK, which is going to be the Ice Knight King. We recreated it, but it is what it is. We're trying to remaster everything. And guess what? I mean, I really love that new Harpy. I really do. The new Harpy looks phenomenal. It looks so amazing. There's still a few things that we may change. But generally, it looks great. The wins, they were not easy to come out as they came out. There was quite a few tries into Benji's like, bam, got it. And the body as well. Look at those feathers. Super nice. Super, 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 super nice. The boss, this one right here, let me see where it is. There's a darker. We're going to try to see if we can recreate a snow-looking type one, like all white with, you know, I would say dark shapes in terms of the feathers and all that, you know, to make them stand out. I don't know. We'll see what. This is going to be an amazing place for players to grind at a certain level before you even go to Mozart. And the fact is that we removed all the succubus. So you see this? Amazing place. And the only reason I'm going through here smooth is because I'm pressing Alt. If I wouldn't, I would be clicking on mobs and it would be harder. You see, I would be attacking one mob at least. Oh yeah. Press Alt and then you can navigate through here so smoothly. Look at this. It's just so smooth. So far, this is what we have, where we are. We are here until Suher. Again, all these mobs are subject to retransformation. We just want to get a full, you know, a full transformation complete going, and then we'll go back and we'll get feedback from players, and we'll make things, you know, a little bit more appetizable for the community. Absolutely. In fact, I was thinking that if there's if there's a possibility that we're going to be changing a few of the skins, what we're going to do is we'll create maybe 2, 3, maybe 4, who knows? And then we'll post them, and then we'll create a poll and say, okay, the Cyclops, we decide that the boss, we're going to give it a twist and a change. This is the 4 options that we have. Which one you think should be? And then boom, the community will vote into which one it will be more appropriate to be. That would be a cool thing to do. And make it a sort of an event type of thing, right? And I think that we can even do it where we'll say if you voted for the winning, you know, choice, then you get a reward. That would be another twisted to it. So anyways, the Cyclops, for those who have not yet, we fully moved the Cyclops here and in the Mozart zone, and it's absolutely amazing. And if I take mine, let me make sure because I don't want to die. Give me 1 second. Boop. If I take my amulet off, of course they're gonna, and they have a very nice long range. Like you see, they see you from a nice distance. So you guys are gonna love grinding it here. I mean, amazing. Not only that, the succubus where the harpies used to be, they're gonna be very, very, and I mean very tasty to grind. Now I'm gonna go back to the zone because I want to explain something very quickly that I mentioned earlier when I say mini bosses system that already exists. But this right here is going to be probably double the amount of mob depending on how many people are, you know, playing. And of course you're going to have the Cyclops and the succubus, different areas. They are absolutely 100% unequivocal for grinding. You know, you can have 5, 6 different parties here. They don't have to be with each other. They don't have to touch each other. There's so many. Back here, nobody ever wanted to be because the Cyclops, they were never aggressive and never had a great level of experience to receive. Now they will. They will have equally to the succubus. Not equally, but they will have a a similarity. It's going to be great. Anyways, let me explain something very quickly. I mentioned earlier of the mini bosses on each map. Now, if you'll remember, and we all, I don't know if some of you did, but I know some of you did actually. I don't know if all of you did, but I know some did. When you were in this map, you would ask yourself, why is it a Harriet like this boss? I mean, this mob is here. You have 3 mobs, 1, 2, and there's another one somewhere. There's only 3 of them. There's another one somewhere. There's either 3 or 4. I think it is 3. Anyways, the reason those 3 mobs are here, particularly because they are special 3 mobs. However, throughout the years that we've been playing the game, the developers who have been in charge of developing the game, they have never done nothing about that. Although it was designed for a special thing. In this case, you have 3 event mobs. In this case, we can retitle them as we're going to put them as mini mobs. And they're going to have a special drops, right? And these mini bosses, as we're going to call them, they will respawn every X amount of time. Just like the regular bosses usually do like every 4 hours, these ones will do maybe every half an hour, right? That way, you know, it's not something that you will be farming in a high level, but more of a like, okay, let's see if I get lucky and get something amazing from a mini boss. And that is absolutely phenomenal. The idea of having 3 mini bosses that will give players within the same level of the mini boss, you know, a special thing, a ring, an amulet, a catch item, something that it is absolutely unexpected. Something that doesn't drop from the regular mobs, right? What's the point of having a special mob and if you're going to put the regular, you know, drops in it? No, we're going to have absolutely 100% unique drops in those mobs. And that's going to bring another aspect of reward to the game. Bam! Microphone drop. Absolutely insane. I am telling you, this is going to be phenomenal. I already see, I remember seeing players grinding it from here this way and then people back here. There's always somebody back here. Now you're going to see, instead of 2 or 3 parties here, you're going to see another 2 or 3 in the other side. Because this is another area here. It's super huge. It's absolutely humongous. We're going to have 3 main bosses and the non-premium maps. First boss is going to be in Bartman. I believe second boss. I'm not sure if it's going to be here. I believe this is a good spot because it's a big map. The other spot. And I'm still not sure if it's going to be Zireni or Taros, or we may even consider Robiton because it's going to be a high-level map for non-premium. Those are going to be for basically R5 and R6 items. Of course, we're going to make it in premium that every item that drops in premium zone will be enchanted. Some of them higher than others, of course. The diversification of the drop list that we're going to do is going to be phenomenal. We also going to add a lot of catch items and a lot of the essentials that most of you love to have in your warehouse, right? MP, HP drinks, party, guild, right? We're going to make the bosses drop also amazing catch items, premium zone pass, and many other things. So you're going to have opportunities to do a lot of things. Players will be able to ignite a long journey in the game without spending a single penny, having access to everything that everybody else have. We are no longer going to be making certain things that we used to do back in the days when we do packages and all this stuff. Mob events are also no longer going to be made by us, and particularly Mob events are going to be something that we're going to completely transform. So instead of you having a GM or me or anybody else spanning mobs, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 mobs, what we're going to do is we're just going to reset the server, and we're going to tell you Zireni, Mozart, and XY other maps, they have ×4, ×5 the mobs now. And the beautiful thing about having a map with ×4 and ×5 the mobs of what current they have is that every time you kill them, they appear again. So you can have a 2-hour, 3-hour, 24-hour event. And in addition to doing that, you can also say, well, we're going to have a ×3 mob plus ×2 experience event. And then you're going to say, holy shit, and then you don't need a GM to be there. That is something developer will do directly through the server. We'll send the communication through all 3 platforms. We'll go to Discord, we'll go to Facebook, and we'll go to the game. All 3 of them. Boom. Server will restart at X time for the XY event. We will give a notification in the game within the 5 minutes before the event start. And every minute, that will be for 5 minutes, every minute we'll do a notification so that everybody knows that they need to log out and come back. And then boom, the event will start. Then you can just prepare yourself and walk into the map fully, full of mobs. And like I said, we have designed, this is not the client that has the higher zoom in and the graphic fixed. This is another one that I'm using I don't know, I just grabbed the first one and I shouldn't do that. I should have grabbed the right one. So that way you can see the difference. But still, even with this one, you won't see the lagging. Let me turn this off because the sound is crazy. So, of course, this is going to be aggressive. Let's see if we can get as many ants as we can. Actually, if I do this, they'll come to me more faster. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Come on to Papa, baby. I'm going to wait until they get close so you can see the game's just smooth. It doesn't really matter. I can move around without a problem. Now this one hopefully won't disconnect. This is not the client that has the... So as you can see, I'm going to move from here. I should remove the speed so you can see. Let me remove it. Actually, this is how we remove it faster. I don't have to type the code just till we get the actual. So we get the actual. There you go. And then as you can see, it's going to be a smooth... There's literally about 100 mobs there, but let's get more. Let's go this way. Let's get a big one. And of course, the only difference between you dying or not dying is if you know how to herb, which most of you do, and if you have enough pot, you don't get hit hard by so many mobs. So you're not going to die because you're lagging. You're going to die is because you need to learn some tricks or not to grab so many mobs. Well, most of my armor here is fairly +0, and I'm getting hit 47, so that's not bad at all. I'm 175. They shouldn't be hitting me that hard, so that's good. This is not the right stats. I built that one manually. Yeah, this is amazing. Yep. It feels good. Like even from here, most people will try to get them off the screen to attack because that's the best way. Like you will do this and then you do an attack. If you're range or mage, you don't have to do that anymore. You can just literally navigate through it. Let me kill them all. Look at how many mobs were there. Look at that. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Well, this is just basically a small, update in terms of the mobs and some of the things that we do. Keep in mind the pretty cool update that we did a few months ago, which is when you press Alt, allows you to walk through the mobs and not clicking on them. This is amazing. Mr. Alter just freaking blew my mind with this one. It's absolutely insane. It's amazing when you're grinding and you want to go to one direction, or you're trying to go from one place to another through the land, one teleport to another, and there's so many mobs in the map and you just don't want to hit any of them. Or you're just running out of, you don't have no pots anymore and you just don't want to get into a fight because you may die. Whatever the case may be, it's absolutely insane. The remasters of the mounts, all the horses, as you can see, hopefully we'll have 2 of each in terms of class. So we'll have the brown, the basic brown that you all seen, and then the brown with the armor. All right? The armor potentially will increase a defense on the character stats when you mount it. Just like if you mount a ring or an amulet, it will be the same thing. The black horse, same thing. You're going to have the black one and the black with the armor. You're going to have the white one and the white one with the armor. The gold horse, we want to kind of change a little bit of the tone of the color, make it a different type of gold horse that is not in another version. And then we're going to make it of a special item. We're not going to make it an item that is particularly for a high level only, but mainly of a special item that may drop from a boss. And it will be a rare item. So when you see somebody with a gold horse, you'll be like, holy shit, those are rare, right? And of course, they're going to have the same speed of the white horse. Although right now they're a little bit higher, but no, we're going to make them the same speed. So basically it's going to be relatively almost the same. We might make it a slightly faster, maybe 5 points faster, nothing majestically. And that way it gives it not only in a look value, but also in performance value. And that makes it a much better. So the fact is the things that we are marinating right now, hopefully we can actually crush this bridge. We need to cross it. This is a bridge that is going to be absolutely a game changer. I mean, everything that we're doing is game changing right now. Make no mistake about that. But now we're touching other levels of waters that will absolutely change the entire atmosphere of the game. Taros is going to be an absolute majestic map for grinding. We removed the ant and we put all Baphomets, and there's a shitload of Baphomets now. As we have increased, we completely increased the amount of mobs. We completely increased the amount of mobs in the entire server. For those who have played the game for a while with us, we opened the server on August 28, 2021. And we only had, at the beginning, we only had like 6,500, 7,000 mob. And then we increased it to like 8,000, close to 9,000 mobs. Maybe like 9,100 was the highest number I remember seeing. Now the number seems to be a little more. Let's see. As you can see there, 19,397 mobs. And that is, we have not yet populated all the maps that we are, in schedule to populate. Like this one right here is not yet populated. The name of this map will change. It's no longer going to be called Vale, the capital of Moros. Ain't nobody know what that is. So we're gonna populate this map. This is the map that I think we should put the skeleton leaders, then what we can do is we can create two types of skeleton leaders. One will be the one that is originally from Neris, and then the other one will be the newer one, right? And then each of them will have a boss version. So you will see 4 different skeleton leaders with 4 different skin in here, and they will be protecting this dungeon, right? Absolutely amazing. They will be completely full of skeleton leaders, and you're gonna have your skeleton leader, and then you're gonna have your skeletor. We can change the name to soldier. I don't know, skeleton, whatever. We'll figure something out. We'll keep it within the perimeters of the structure of the skin, and also of the actual design. If it's a skeleton, then we'll keep it within the skeleton. If it's, you know, a golem, then we'll call it golem, whatever. Anyways, these maps are not in the count that we just saw, so they're absolutely empty right now, which potentially they'll get between 400 to 800 mobs. Why? Because they're huge. This is big. They're big maps. Now this one, you can see this one has already the skeleton leaders and the skeleton lancers, but this was a test, meaning we were populating mobs into the maps to see if they're, you know, if it was working. This is how we accomplish, and we is more of a term, because this was Mr. Arthur who broke this ice. Love you, Mr. Arthur. Oh man, this is epic. So you will see all this mass populated, absolutely amazing. And once we get to the terrain part, we'll get to that later. All these textures are in the process of knowing what the future holds for them, but we don't get into that right now. Then I want to mention we also have, let me see. So we have 4 of this map, the ones that we're about to go right now. So we have 4 of these maps. So that means that regardless of having 4, we can still do and 4 different levels of this map. We put them 3, I think we have 3 of these maps. We can put them on 3 different types of mobs in here, and when we get the ability, which we will eventually, to reshape the bridges, the areas, we can remaster and make them different, right? We can definitely make them different, and I already seen all this. All this stuff can change, all of it, easy to change, no big deal. No big deal. Yep. So we have 2 of the dungeons, then 3 with Nika. Then we have 3 of this, that's 6. Then you have, you know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 other, 5 other maps. So that's 6 and 5, that's 11 maps. Right? You have that they are not yet open, and that's in consideration of the ones that are already open. So let's see. We go to, so you have map 26. This is Robitan. We're going to change the name. I believe the name of this map is going to be called the beach, La Playa, because it's a beach. It's definitely an amazing place. You can hang out up here, bring your beers, you know, your beach chair, your umbrellas. And guess what? We got cocoons. It's amazing. It's amazing. So the beach may be a final thought, but it's still on the cook. Then you have, now this map, this is Magua. We're going to change the name as well. It's going to be the map that I'm still thinking if Premium Zone should have a diverse change. So imagine instead of going to Bygone, and then from Bygone to Marchland, and Marchland to, you know, Dark Hole. why don't we put the entry to the teleport from Barter Square, the entries to Premium Zone here directly to Magua. Then from here, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 potential teleports, right? Where you can go. One of them may take you to where Bygone, Marchland, and Darkhold is. Those are going to be for XY levels. Then you're going to have another map, let's say the beach, somewhere around here or close to this one. Like if you go to this corner, maybe it would be the beach. And then you have another map, such as, let me go there. I believe it's this one. This one can be also, right? It has a known name, but we're going to change it. And it's basically the repetitive map of Reburn. But it don't matter. It has a new fortress, and it's a whole new map number, and it's a whole new map level. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of it and create another environment for you guys. And that one can also be put in Magua, where soon enough we'll have another name. Then you have this map right here, which you guys know as the map event that I used to do most of my events right here. This one has a castle. This is a pretty big map. And I like the name Bicard, but we may change it as well. We're trying to bring new names, new everything. Trying to change the whole aspect of the game so that a new legend is born. Well, it's already been born, but let's remember it. And then you have this map right here, which is absolutely insane. It's huge. That's the biggest castle of the land, the biggest castle ever. This one, due to the density and some of the things that we will be changing, it's a little bit roughy to walk through here because of the NPCs that there are extremely too many. We're going to remove them all. They don't need to be here. We're going to remove them all. And in here, there's so many of them, which makes the land very laggy, believe it or not. I can feel it. And I mean, however, it's still smooth, but it could be better. It could be way better. Now, preventing from mobs to coming here will be also something that we're going to be doing. This is a big castle. And we're going to create a mob, border here so that every mob remains outside the land. And it's going to be absolutely a huge place to do. Yeah, this is big. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they're off. There goes Cignare around the corner. Tearing down. He's heading to the finals. He's at the last loop. Take it on, Cignare. And Cignare wins by a nose. Oh, man. Well, everyone, I thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolutely incredible. The journey to Age of Cignare Online has begun. And there's no stopping us, my friend. There is no stopping us. We're about to enter absolutely incredible and majestic waters. We're transforming the game into something you guys never seen before. We thank you for your support. Follow us on Facebook. Follow me here on YouTube. And if you want to join my private Discord channel, just send me a message and I'll be happy to join you. We have to keep our doors, a little protected due to the fact that we were attacked 5-6 months ago. It was an internal betrayal, and unfortunately, we have to tighten up, certain things, and we have to make sure that once we release we released our client, that they're not going to be able to grab anything from that and put it someplace else, right? That they have a culture of grabbing things from other people's work and done that. We are demonstrating that whatever we have seen in other versions, we do not want to copy that. We want to create our own version. We want to create completely our own full entire skin for mobs that has never been seen before, created and designed by us. Same thing with the items. There's a lot of items that will iconically will remain, but some of them will be refreshed, remastered, and a lot of items in the future will be added, right? So with that being said, the idea of completely creating an entire brand new environment for you guys who love this game so deeply, and for those who now are going to see a brand new game, may be a new journey for them. And we're going to be here for them. We're going to walk every single step of the way with you. And we're a very active community, very active, very active team. Our community right now, unfortunately, is a little down in terms of communication due to the fact the server has been closed for about, I don't know, since August last year. And the fact is that, you know, certain events really tickle. And right now I'm just scratching. But anyways, it doesn't matter. We're here. We're not going anywhere. And we've demonstrated that we're fighters. Ain't going to be nothing that's going to get in our way. Oh, yeah. We really want to bring you guys an amazing game. An opportunity for an adventure with absolutely incredible rewards and a journey to speak for the future. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And this is your friend Cignare. Yeah. And I'm out.